I think we have been bamboozled. What is good, Carti people? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, and in today's video, you know what we're talking about. Playboi Carti officially capped on us, or at least we believe that, because there was so much anticipation for this one specific date, and then now all we got was allegedly a clothing line named NARCISSIST, not a project. So in conclusion, if you want to dip out of this video, I don't think we're getting an album, but I'm gonna go through some of the theories as to what could possibly be happening if we still are getting music, but also the reasons why that might not be happening. But it's up to you to decide what you think, okay? So let's get into it. All right, so if you didn't stay up last night until 11:55 or so p.m., Matthew Williams, one of Playboi Carti's like creative directors, also is the I don't know, some sort of executive at Givenchy that Playboi Carti has actually modeled for. Due to this connection, he's very good friends with Matthew Williams, as we all knew through the Whole Lotta Red rollout. But as I was saying, we waited till almost midnight. Actually, I waited till midnight just in case for Playboi Carti to release NARCISSIST, because he posted on his Instagram story like 3 times specifying this date, September 13th, 2021, which is also his birthday. But instead, right before midnight, we kind of get an announcement, but it wasn't what we expected, in that Matthew Williams posted on his Instagram story vamps, and as you can see right here, it says NARCISSIST in some crazy font at Playboi Carti. Then next posts another piece of clothing, NARCISSIST, which proves that NARCISSIST was likely just a clothing line this whole time. Like legit, the Carti fans are gonna have fucking PTSD on the day Monday, because every single Monday from here on out and every upcoming Friday, motherfuckers are gonna think that Playboi Carti's dropping NARCISSIST, because I still see people in Twitter replies and Instagram comments or whatever that are delusional, thinking that Carti's gonna pull through. And I'm not saying that NARCISSIST isn't gonna be the name of like some music coming up, maybe like in the next 2-3 years from now. Your boy's gonna be an old man by then. I'm gonna be on a pension, a YouTube pension, and Carti's gonna have like a whole goddamn family of 4 kids and ain't even gonna wanna rap at that point. But also, this must have just been Whole Lotta Red V2 or Whole Lotta Red Deluxe because of all of this delay and cap that we got. But after all, we honestly should have known, considering it's only been 9 months or so since Whole Lotta Red released, after we've been capped on like so many times since like 2019. I'ma drop that shit in the next 60 days. Bro, it took you like a year and a half after that to release the project. But at least we know now that this proves that Playboi Carti actually is a narcissist for literally this whole time, with all of these Instagram posts that every single media outlet and blog was posting saying that Playboi Carti is dropping. It was just for his goddamn birthday and a clothing line. I thought he already had merch. I'm literally wearing his merch right now with the fucking upside down cross. How much more money does this dude need? And also, this proves that his cousins are full of cap. Like that bad gal Key or whatever I was telling y'all on Twitter, she literally does not know shit. His family members do not know shit. I would not even be surprised if his own team didn't know shit, because he probably doesn't tell them, or he changes his mind. I know how the creative mindset goes. Half the time I'm like just going day by day. Sometimes I don't want to do shit. Some days I want to do everything. Like fucking rob Playboi Carti's birthday presents, because he don't deserve a birthday after what he did to us. And then there was that other cousin who was claiming like he's cutting the cake, y'all, it's dropping in the morning or some shit. First of all, he didn't drop anything in the morning. It took till midnight, and it wasn't even music. So suck my. But you know what really pisses me off? You know what really grinds my gears? Is all of the Carti affiliates, like the people who are actually in Playboi Carti's camp, who tease that something is dropping or music is dropping. Like you would think that Richie Souffle right here, who is supposed to be the main producer on a Whole Lotta Red, and obviously is affiliated with the music part of Playboi Carti, not necessarily like the merch. You know, if Art Dealer said something because he designed some Carti's merch back in the day, you're like, all right, they're teasing anything creative here to sell us. But Richie Souffle handles music, and he stated ready for it late last night, 9:41 p.m. and right before this he posted NARCISSIST Playboi Carti. You know, I get that he wasn't necessarily lying, because he was ready for something, but like, bruh, you can't just let the fans down like that. Now everybody's fucking pissed. There's like a whole trending tab on Twitter where it says, fuck your birthday, Playboi Carti, just give us the goddamn music. And not only Richie Souffle, because that wasn't really the biggest deal, but like Digital Nas, weeks prior to this release of the clothing line, he was saying like he's doing the whole project and all that. Like, were you just capping for clout, bro? Like, he was just in the studio with Playboi Carti, took a little flick with his IG story, and then he's like, yo, I was in the studio studio with Carti like, I'm on the whole thing, bro. He said he fuck with my beats. But we all know with Pierre and Richie Souffle, even if he records on your beats and says it's gonna be on the project, you will literally have no idea if that's confirmed or not until the project actually drops. Also, this confirms that email confirmation after you buy tickets stating that there was an upcoming album called NARCISSIST or whatever that was cap. Either that was real and it was cap, or it was fake and it was cap all around. So I hate y'all for doing this. I guess it's funny, but like when you Photoshop things anonymously, like you ain't getting any money, so what's the point? You're like the Joker. Love to see the cities burn. However, with all this unfortunate news and bad energy, I still want to have hope, you know? I still have a sliver that Narcissist in the future, not necessarily anytime soon because of some reasons that we'll talk about very soon, that Carti might actually use Narcissist for something more than just clothing, okay? So firstly, people were telling me in the Twitter replies, and I agree, but I just don't think people should be so confident. But it is still possible that Narcissist could very well be merch for an album, and that's why he's going on tour. However, something I want y'all to realize is that just because there's a tour with a new name does not necessarily mean that there's a project coming with that exact name. For in 2019, if you remember, Playboi Carti went on the Neon tour before he started with Whole Lotta Red, or while he was working on Whole Lotta Red after Die Lit. And Neon was never an album, although it was on Whole Lotta Red, so maybe Narcissist can be used in the next project, or it is the next project's name, or it's nothing, to be honest. Not to mention the fact that the tour starts in only 1 month, I think exactly, because it's September 14th. The first date is October 14th, and it really isn't that much time to memorize the music, even if he dropped it today, the album that is. Now, it is entirely possible he could drop music like 2 weeks prior, or he could even drop it like the day the tour starts and then people gotta memorize it. Artists can do literally whatever they want. But at the same time, he hasn't really gone on like a Whole Lotta Red tour. He's performed at like Rolling Loud, virtual concerts, other festivals and whatnot, but he hasn't really performed his sole fan base just yet. So I would think this upcoming Narcissist tour, he's gonna sell Narcissist merch and clothing line or whatever, and maybe the whole tour is to promote that because he's making hella bands off the tickets, but also the clothing. By the way, he did drop like a Neon clothing line, so it's looking to just be like a part 2 of that. But he just wants to perform like his latest album that people are really messing with. It's on the daily rotation for a lot of people still. But for all the people who literally are in denial, cannot believe that it's still not an album, it could. I'm just saying it's possible. I think it's like a 1% chance that it could be the start of like a rollout. Maybe yesterday's date was just the beginning of him starting the rollout for the project. Maybe it was delayed just like Whole Lotta Red, for as I mentioned before, he did say he was gonna drop in the next 60 days back in like June or something of 2019. So maybe he meant to release something, but it just wasn't ready by the date that he stated. I highly doubt that though, considering he posted like the day before, still with that same day. If he needed to delay it, he would have known the day prior to the alleged release date. You feel me? So there you have it. It was all cap. Playboi Carti only dropped a clothing line. It was not music. I don't think music is coming, at least with the Narcissist name. It might be a single on the next project, but like there's no album, I don't think. The fun and games are over, people. The depression hotlines and therapists are just a Google search away. And so with that, it's your boy Bobbalam, signing offing myself after this terrible situation. But don't worry, I'm coming back as a vampire. Let me know in the comments if you think that this is still an album coming, or to just gloat that you knew it all along because you're so cool. I just want to mention, I did say at the very beginning that it's likely a clothing line because there were like some sewing machines in the back. Go watch those videos, although after the emails came out saying that there was an upcoming and highly anticipated album, that's when I switched. But either way, make sure to like and subscribe to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, Clap people. Know what I'm saying?